The emergency pod shuddered as it crashed through the canopy of the uncharted planet, sending a cascade of bioluminescent leaves spiraling into the twilight air. Inside, Anna gripped the armrests while her companion Ziegther, a reptilian Crixian officer, frantically worked the failing controls. Brace for impact. Ziegther hissed through his translator. The pod slammed into the ground, throwing both occupants forward against their restraints. Silence fell, broken only by the hiss of escaping gases and the eerie chirping of alien fauna. Anna unbuckled herself and assessed the damage. The communication array was fried, the beacon was dead, and worst of all, the emergency supplies compartment had been breached during atmospheric entry. Through the cracked viewing port, she could see their ration packs scattered across the forest floor, most of them torn open and contaminated. "This is catastrophic," Ziegther said, his scales rippling with distress as he surveyed the wreckage. He carefully gathered the 3 remaining intact ration packs. "Standard protocol dictates we must establish a rationing schedule immediately. These 3 packs must last us at least 7 planetary rotations until the rescue beacon's backup power activates." Anna raised an eyebrow. 7 days on 3 meal packs? Affirmative. We each consume half a pack per day. It will be unpleasant, but survivable. Ziegther's voice carried the weight of someone reciting from a manual he'd memorized long ago. "Or," Anna said, shouldering her pack and checking the small survival knife at her belt, "we could eat actual food." Ziegther's head tilted in confusion, his secondary eyelids blinking rapidly. "The ration packs are actual food, Engineer Anna. They are nutritionally complete and designed for, real food. From out there," she gestured toward the alien forest beyond their crash site, where strange plants swayed in the breeze and the air hummed with life. The Crixian scales went pale. "Absolutely not. Standard Survival Protocol 7 clearly states that consumption of native flora and fauna is forbidden except in the most dire circumstances. The risk of toxicity, parasites, or allergic reaction is—" "I'll be back in an hour," Anna said, already heading for the hatch. "Engineer Anna, I must insist," but she was gone, disappearing into the bioluminescent forest with an ease that made Ziegther's carefully cultivated military composure crack slightly. He clutched the 3 ration packs tighter and began calculating caloric requirements for the 3rd time. 53 minutes later, Anna returned. Ziegther had spent the time fortifying their camp perimeter and attempting to repair the beacon. He looked up to see her carrying what appeared to be a crude spear made from a branch in her knife and dragging something large behind her. "What?" he began slowly. "Is that?" "Dinner," Anna replied cheerfully. The creature was roughly the size of a large dog, with 6 legs and feathers that sparkled in the fading light. "Found a whole group of them near a water source about a kilometer west. They're not very bright. This one practically walked onto my spear." Ziegther's translator struggled to convey his sputtering. "You hunted an unknown xenofauna? It could be poisonous. It could be sentient. It could be someone's pet. It's definitely not sentient. Watch them for 20 minutes. They've got the survival instincts of a rock. As for poisonous..." Anna pulled out a small field testing kit from her pack. "I tested the tissue. Protein structure is compatible with human digestion. Watch and learn." Over the next hour, as Ziegther watched in horrified fascination, Anna field-dressed the creature with practiced efficiency, built a fire using friction methods, and roasted portions of the meat on improvised skewers. The smell was unexpected, not unpleasant, but rich and complex in a way that ration packs never managed. "You are insane," Ziegther declared, but his forked tongue flicked out unconsciously. "Tasting the air." "I'm resourceful," Anna corrected. "Now I'm going to eat. You're welcome to stick to your half ration if you want." She bit into the roasted meat and closed her eyes. Oh, that's good. Tastes like a cross between chicken and, I don't know, something nutty. Ziegther lasted exactly 4 more minutes before his resolve crumbled. The ration pack in his hand suddenly seemed impossibly small and unappealing. Perhaps a small taste. For scientific purposes. To verify your testing methodology. Anna grinned and handed him a skewer. 20 minutes later, Ziegther had consumed 3 portions and was eyeing the remaining meat with newfound appreciation. I suppose, he admitted reluctantly, that humans do have a documented history of extreme adaptability in survival situations. We're good at not dying, Anna agreed. Oh, and I'm not done yet. She pulled out a metal canteen and revealed her other discoveries. A cluster of bulbous fruits she'd found growing near the water source, and what looked like crystallized sap from one of the larger trees. The fruits tested clean high in simple sugars and vitamin analogs. And this, she held up the amber-colored crystal, this is basically sugar. Caramelized tree sap. Watch. Using a flat stone heated by the fire, Anna mashed the fruits and mixed them with broken pieces of the crystallized sap, creating a bubbling, sweet-smelling mixture. She spread it on broad leaves to cool. Dessert, she announced proudly 15 minutes later, offering Ziegther a leaf with cooled fruit compote. Probably won't win any culinary awards, but it's better than nothing. Ziegther tasted it hesitantly, then with more enthusiasm. The combination of sweet and tart flavors was unlike anything in the Crixian culinary tradition, but it was undeniably pleasant. This is ... He paused, searching for words. This is not in any survival manual I have studied. That's because most species write survival manuals about enduring, Anna said, settling back against a tree with her own portion of dessert. Humans write them about living. There's a difference. Ziegther looked at the remains of their feast, then at the 3 unopened ration packs sitting forlornly by the pod. For the first time since the crash, he felt something other than anxious dread about their situation. Engineer Anna, he said slowly, when we are rescued and I file my report, I am uncertain how to explain this to my superiors. Anna laughed. Tell them you crashed with a human. They'll understand. As the alien night deepened around them and strange stars wheeled overhead, Ziegther found himself hoping, just a little, that rescue might take slightly longer than 7 days. He had a feeling there was much more he could learn about human survival techniques, and perhaps, he thought, trying another piece of the fruit dessert. Survival didn't have to be quite so miserable after all.